to this week's Movie Math, giving you an in-depth analysis of the box office for the weekend of August 26th, when Hollywood felt the terrifying power of Hurricane Irene from a continent away. Yes, while all was sunny on the West Coast, it was quite a different story here on the East Coast, where, interestingly, movies make most of their money. In fact, the AMC Empire 25, where BTT is shot every Friday, is the highest-grossing theater in the country. And that very theater, along with theaters from North Carolina upward, were actually closed for most of the weekend. But then again, if a natural disaster had to hit any weekend, it couldn't have picked a better one movie-wise. Yes, Hollywood didn't have much hope to begin with for Dark Cloud's Colombiana, Our Idiot Brother, and Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, and so it was The Help that once again shined at the box office. Taking the #1 spot for the second week in a row, The Help pulled in another $14.5 million thanks to a scant 27% drop. This is the kind of sleeper hit that Hollywood doesn't see much of these days, and it's quite possible it could take the #1 spot again this coming Labor Day weekend. The $25 million picture is now a $96 million success story, and all that's missing is some Oscar bling. Now, of the three new releases, while Don't Be Afraid of the Dark was expected to lead the pack, Zoe Saldana assassinated Katie Holmes for the #2 spot. Making off with a respectable $10.4 million, Saldana was the talk of Tinseltown, as she also announced that a new thriller had been greenlit on the strength of her name alone. Dominion will star Saldana as a half-woman, half-angel, and she'll also produce. Looks like Saldana can take matters into her own hands on screen and off. As for third place, that went to Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which is now up to $148 million after 1 month. Worldwide, Apes has just passed the $300 million mark, and the drums only beat stronger for an acting nod for Circus. Fourth place is where we find Katie Holmes, pulling in $8.5 million. That's a little more than half of what the industry was projecting, and about in line with Holmes' last major release. Luckily for her, she's the next actress in line to fill the space next to Adam Sandler in his upcoming holiday comedy Jack and Jill, which should give her a much-needed box office win. As for Paul Rudd, he played Our Idiot Brother, and audiences seem to agree, as he debuted in 5th place with $7 million. While the film only cost $5 million to make, it spent considerably more on advertising. This was bad news for Rudd, as this was a repeat performance of his very last box office dud, but even worse news for Harvey Weinstein. While he's still got a knack for Oscar gold, box office gold continues to elude him post-Miramax. As for the rest of the box office, it was cruel and merciless, especially so to Conan, which fell a torturous 68%. Oh, the irony. And expect the bloodletting to continue this weekend as 2 new horror movies and a dusty thriller try to entice you to avoid the beach on Labor Day. Apollo 18 and Shark Night 3D are expected to scare up a few dollars, while The Dead, finally getting released, is also expected to fare somewhat well. So, how did you enjoy your summer at the movies? BTT viewer Anti-G Movies was kind enough to ask me what movies I enjoyed, so here's my top 5. #1 was Rise of the Planet of the Apes. This was smart filmmaking at its best, having evolved beyond a mere popcorn flick. But there's nothing wrong with those either, as my #2 movie was Pirates 4, which is actually my favorite of the franchise. While the 3D was wasted, several nifty and inventive action sequences reinvigorated my love for Captain Jack Sparrow and his adventures. For #3, I'd go with Kung Fu Panda 2. While it couldn't quite match the original, this series is so good that even when it falls short, it still amazes. I just hope that cliffhanger ending gets a chance to resolve itself. At #4, I put my favorite of the summer's Marvel movies, Thor. While Captain America was plenty of fun, Chris Hemsworth's comedic take on the Norse god caught me off guard and won me over. Sure, Natalie Portman couldn't stop smiling for the whole movie, but neither could I. And finally, for #5, I'm gonna go with Bridesmaids. Hey, it wasn't just funny, but changed Hollywood. Women and men laughed along with Kristen Wiig and company, and that laughter was heard by every studio. Dare we hope to dream that the ingenue's days are numbered? Also, I have to give honorable mention to Rio, which features the best villain song since The Lion King, and that's Pretty Bird, sung and written by Jermaine Clement. Jermaine, chain yourself to your laptop and write yourself a movie, and then email it to Judd Apatow. Apparently that's how it's done these days. What are your top 5 movies of the summer? Be sure to write them down below. I'm Grace Randolph, and we just did some movie math. As always, thanks for watching.